Laura Vitale. On this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to show you how I like to make my crispy salmon with a delicious herb, zucchini, garlic, yogurt sauce. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's one of my favorite recent recipes and I think you're going to absolutely love it. Perfect for a weeknight because it comes together in about 10 minutes and I'll show you a couple of the sides that I like to serve it with just to give you ideas. But let me run you through the ingredients for the actual recipe. You don't need very many. I'm going to start off with 2 fillets of salmon. Now these are skinless and that's kind of what I prefer because you know, skin on, skin off, whatever you prefer. This is just some non-fat Greek yogurt, nice and creamy and tangy and thick. I've got fresh parsley, fresh mint, garlic. This is a fresh zucchini. I only need half. Lemon, capers, olive oil, salt, and pepper. And that is it. It's really such a simple recipe, but it's absolutely outstanding. The salmon gets really crispy on both sides, and then the sauce is just creamy and just to die for. What I have here is a skillet with just a little bit of olive oil. You don't need a lot. I probably have a little less than a tablespoon in there, and I'm just kind of like to drizzle it all around. And then I'm going to season the outside of my salmon really well with some salt and pepper. I like my salmon, you know, my food, you know, really when it comes to a crisp, you know, with nice and crispy on the outside, I like it well seasoned. So I like that really salty crust. I'm just gonna flip this baby over. I'm going to season this side, and you wanna make sure that your pan is nice and hot, but you don't want it too hot because otherwise it'll smoke up and be a complete mess. Medium-high heat. This is only gonna take about 2.5 to 3 minutes or so on each side until that salmon is perfectly cooked through. So while that happens, let's work on the sauce because it is phenomenal. You don't have to serve it on salmon. It goes well with veggie kebabs. It goes well with other kinds of fish. I mean, chicken. It goes great with some grilled chicken as well. It's amazing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take half of the zucchini and I'm going to just grate it on a box grater. You can use a whole zucchini if you want to, but half for 2 portions seems to be about perfect. Add the zucchini right in. Ordinarily, I would squeeze out any excess liquid out of the zucchini, but I don't do that for this particular recipe because a little bit of the water that renders out of the zucchini kind of helps that sauce become nice and looser. And now all I've done is I've just taken my herbs and my garlic. I kind of just place them on a pile like so, and then just give everything a really fine chop. Perfect. Add all that goodness right in there. Let's flip the salmon because it is looking fabulous. A lot of oil renders out of the salmon, but you're not going to eat that at the end. So that's going to take just a couple more minutes. And while that happens, I'm just going to add a little bit of salt to my sauce, my capers. I love the idea of the briny capers with the mint, but if you don't like capers, by all means, you can just leave them out. A little squeeze of lemon, because I absolutely think it needs it. Get the seeds out. Oh well, 1 minute in there. And a small drizzle of olive oil. Not very much, less than a tablespoon. And then just mix all of this together. And it just makes for the most delicious, I don't even know how to describe it, fresh, fantastic sauce. This would be good on turkey burgers. I mean, you name it, I'm eating it. If you have the time, you can make this ahead of time and then just pop it in the fridge to keep it nice and cool. And that way it's ready for you when you're ready for it. I'm just going to clean up. My salmon is almost ready. I'm going to clean up, bring over my sides so that I can walk you through them and then serve. That is it, but it's so good, I promise. That is it. Look at that gorgeousness. I mean, nice and crispy on both sides. That is my plate, of course. All right, now, before I actually add the sauce, let me walk you through my sides. You can use whatever side dishes you want. I mean, I don't really care. It's your dinner. You do you, boo. But a couple of our favorites, I love minty peas. And since I buy mint, I like to use it in as many things as possible. The recipe for these are in my book. If you have my Laura in the Kitchen book, then you know this is a great side dish recipe. And I also just did a little lemon and herb and olive oil perfect. This is just perfect with tomatoes. They're fresh, it's vibrant, it's light, it's everything I want in a spring dinner and then some. I'm just gonna make myself a plate because I really am super, super hungry, but I love everything combined, just makes for a fantastic dinner. And if you have friends coming over midweek, I mean, if you just invest in some good quality salmon fillets that you can keep frozen, I mean, you have a 15-minute dinner here, sides included, that take no time, but I'm telling you, worth every single bite. Let me go right in. I mean, you can see the salmon is just, it flakes beautifully. You can see it's still nice and juicy. I hope you can hear the crunch as I eat this because it does get nice and crispy. Mmm. Not my favorite. Not my favorite. Mmm. Fantastic. Really lovely, really easy. And it should be on your dinner this week. Go to laurainthekitchen.com to get the written recipe. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me. I'll see you next time. Bye.